Here are my audience members. Okay. Imagine you're running late for something. Your alarm didn't go off or the morning traffic was horrible. Regardless of the reason, you're probably feeling pretty stressed and experiencing sweaty palms, anxiety, and a bad feeling in your stomach. Stress is a powerful emotion and it affects everyone, regardless of whether we talk about it or not. I've conducted extensive research on stress and how it affects the body as well as the mind. There are 3 areas pertaining to stress: its effect on the body, its effect on mental health, and how to deal with it. Today, I will be discussing the physical effects of stress, the psychological effects, and helpful coping strategies to deal with stress. First of all, stress affects the body physically, especially in the muscular, respiratory, and cardiovascular systems. Muscles tense up naturally when we're stressed, and chronic stress can be detrimental to health. Muscles tensed over a long period of time can cause other reactions in the body as well as stress-related disorders. For example, chronic migraines caused by muscle tension in the neck and shoulders, For example, chronic migraines are caused by muscle tension in the neck and shoulders. Serious injuries that aren't healed properly contribute to muscular conditions, and according to the American Psychological Association, individuals who are fearful of pain and re-injury and who seek only a physical cause and cure for the injury generally have a worse recovery than individuals who maintain a certain level of moderate physician-supervised activity. The respiratory system is also highly affected by stress. Stressful situations such as car accidents can cause asthma attacks, and if you've ever been in a car accident, you've probably experienced an elevated heart rate, anxiety, and rapid breathing. Stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline affect cardiovascular systems as they travel through the body during acute stress. Blood vessels dilate during this occurrence, increasing the amount of blood pumped to different parts of the body. And raising levels of blood pressure. Chronic stress can also lead to long-term heart problems. The increase of stress hormones impacts the body incredibly and can cause hypertension, heart attacks, and strokes. But stress doesn't just affect you physically, it also affects you mentally. Stress is one of the most significant causes of depression and anxiety. Chronic stress makes the brain produce large amounts of cortisol and adrenaline, and over time, the presence of these hormones in your body can lead to many different mental disorders. Anxiety is associated with stress and is arguably the leading cause of it. Stress activates the fight or flight response, and chronic stress can leave someone in a heightened state of anxiety. A constant state of worry and difficulty focusing on important tasks are heavily influenced by stress and anxiety. Depression is another disorder caused by stress. Hormones such as serotonin and dopamine are impacted by stressors in the brain, leading to overwhelming feelings of sadness. Additionally, chronic stress shrinks the hippocampus over time, which is responsible for emotions and regular memory functions. Finally, stress is a major cause of sleeping problems. Have you ever had trouble falling asleep the night before an important event? Feelings of anxiety caused by stress fuel insomnia and make it difficult to relax at night. Additionally, stress causes fragmented sleep, which is when you wake up throughout the night or you wake up too early. Lastly, nightmares are a big indicator of stress. Chronic stress causes intense nightmares, and traumatic events can cause prolonged nightmares. So now that we know the effects of stress, here are some helpful strategies for alleviating it. First of all, having a healthy sleep and eating schedule is very important. It is recommended that you get 8 hours of sleep every night, but in today's world, that can be difficult. A quick cat nap or 30 minutes of meditation is a great alternative. Furthermore, eating enough and following a healthy diet is also very important. Junk food is delicious, but it increases stress hormones and affects your mental health. Nutritious foods, such as fruits and vegetables, are a much better option. Social interaction also helps. Spending time with loved ones is rejuvenating and alleviates symptoms of stress. Social media is another stress trigger. Everything is edited to make it seem perfect, which is so unrealistic. We start to compare ourselves to others, which inevitably inevitably leads to stress and anxiety. It is important to remember that a lot of social media is fake, especially with the rising popularity of artificial intelligence. Taking breaks from social media can improve your mental health and help get rid of stress. Reconnecting with nature is another great way to help with stress. Hiking, boating, or going to the beach are all great for mental relaxation. Even spending a short amount of time in nature improves your memory and concentration, and it decreases symptoms of stress. Lastly, therapy is very beneficial for dealing with stress. Simply talking to someone about your feelings can improve your mental health in ways you didn't even know. So, in conclusion, there are 3 main focuses when discussing stress. Today, I talked about the physical effects of stress, the psychological effects of stress, and helpful coping strategies to deal with stress. Mental health and regular body functions are affected by stressors, but there are so many ways to help with stress and anxiety. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope you learned a lot today. And here are my note cards.